Hi, welcome to My Competitors. Today I'm just going to do a quick look at the new features of how we generate a timetable and how it all comes together. First thing we need to do is make sure our web server is running. To do this, we go to settings. We then come down and find the web server. We can say allow web server in the venue, and then we go to the settings and we enable it up here. That'll be at start, and then we come down the bottom and start the web server if it's stopped. If you have it all secured, you need to generate yourself an API key and therefore copy that in, but I'm not going to go through that today. Um, it's just the prerequisites that's covered elsewhere. So once when we've created, we come into and we go to a competition. In this case here, I'm not going to have all the teams set up. I'm just going to have a competition. And I'm going to create a competition very quickly by the sports starter downloads that I've pre-downloaded. And I'm going to select all the, which has got the competition, the two for the categories and the competitors for this competition, the 1068 or whatever it is. And I'm going to say create. So it's now gone away and it's created the competition, as we can see, and the competition is in Thailand. It's got all the details. Look up the address, and therefore we can see where it's at the university or near the university. We can get the weather because we're up close, and we can do all those things as we've done in other things. It shows me all the categories and all the competitors from around the world that's competing in the Thai International. Right, the next thing we do is say we want to generate, this is hypothetically generate a timetable. Normally, previously, we've gone down here to generate and we've generated within the app. The new functionality happens within a web browser. So we're going to go review in web browser, and then I have to go and switch across to see the web browser because at the moment I'm not looking at the browser, I'm looking at my competitors. So I need the thing to look at the Safari terminal and bring that up. So I'm now in Safari and I've got here generate preview. So I've generate preview and it'll go away and I'll build the preview based on the competition, generate the preview. You can see this and it says, right, from the go to the start, I've generated the preview and it's telling me from the start, it's got some conflicts for these people. That means these people are in more than one category within the competing times. And it says the overlap from A to B because they're running in the same time. I can try to fix it and or move things around. And then I'll say commit. Okay, and then it will retest if there is any other conflicting things. It says, yep, okay, I've still got a competition thing. So down here, and what it is these two here. So let's do it manually. I can drag and drop, and I can see all my competitors here. I don't need to see their names, but 1, 2, 3, 4 from what was up above, and I can move things around easily. In this case here, I'm going to move that to over here to give you some space. I'm going to move that below it to give you some space, move that up. So the times you see above this 8:30 are just there for, for scope of moving things around. Whatever that time is whatever you set for the competition. Same as the end. You'll see it's got some scope at the end to move things around, and then I'll drag this around. So once when I've reset things, I'm not changing this because I've got some conflicts over here if I move too much around from the under 14 and under 14, but I would show that up and then I go and go check and it's going to come up and say, no, no conflicts. It's happy. And then I'll just say commit and replace. So yes, if there was any other conflicts after committing, as you've seen before, after the commitment, it will then go and say, aha, I have got a still another conflict over that. And that's between, I can see here, just over here. And it's not necessarily a direct conflict, but it's close enough that, it becomes a difficult thing. So I'll move him around, move this one up. So I've now got that, rerun this, check for conflicts, and it's come back and said no conflicts once again. Commit. Yes, I'm happy for to commit and replace my timetable. And here's my timetable saying no commit, no issues. I've got day 1, day 2, day 3, all laid out. And I can then go back and say, yep, I'm happy with that. I've got my times down the bottom here of all the categories. So I can say, this is just a straight metrics timetable. I can then come back up and go competition data, timetable, and I can then run my event schedule. And my event schedule will give me all those details that we see. Now, you can do this within the app as well, or you can do it within here. I haven't got it matched as a club, so it's no use trying to apply a filter because I have not set that up in this. It's just straight up data. So if I applied any club, let's go and select a club, and this is from the clubs. What do we call it? Self Karate Australia. Let's have a look if I've got Karate Australia, how it's represented. Australia Karate National Team, apply club filter. Um, I'll turn that one off. Sorry. I'll turn the other club off and apply club filter. And I scroll down, it will now see our competitors in their categories as per their names. And that's how we do the generate. And this is just a hypothetical for using it for tie open. And you can see that very quickly from having the categories, having from the competition, the competitors, and the timeframes which are set up. I can then go and quickly generate it. And this one was generated on 5 tsunamis and 5 mats. Was it 5 mats? Yes, 5 mats, 6 mats. Um, if I wanted to go back, I would have to go back and change that in the app. I can't reconfigure in here. Right, so the configuration is done within the app, and that's what it now does. So hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you get some use out of it at some point in time.